She feels like they're always trying to bait her. They're always trying to use her to get a response so that the other girl can respond and then get a boost off of their career, like Cardi did, like Megan did, like a lot of these other girls did. One thing about Nicki Minaj, some shit gonna pop off. She gonna let it die down, and then she gonna sprinkle some salt on the conversation. Okay, so I want to say, hey, shout out to everybody for like showing support on my last video talking about Lauryn Hill co-signing Doechii and stuff like that. I might get into some of y'all comments because y'all was eating me the up. Okay, keep it cute. All right, keep it cute. Let's keep keeping it cute. All right, Barb's and everybody else in the motherfucking comments. All right, let's get straight into it. So Nicki posted on her story recently, and it says, "Go use someone else now, standing 10 toes all 2025." What do y'all think this means? Okay, did Nicki finally learn her lesson? It would be so amazing if she did, because it's like, I was just thinking about it the other day, child, as always, and it's like, it's every year is a different girl, right? And that's what a lot of the argument going on, especially from the Barb's perspective in resistance of Doechii or whatever. Me personally, I don't want to think of anything contrived, because like, you tell me, who is Nicki talking about here? Tell me who y'all think Nicki talking about. Okay, I'm just giving you my opinion. My opinions are not fact. Everybody calm down. She said standing 10 toes all 2025. Child, 2022, it was Lotto. 2023, it was whoever. 2024, it was JT, I Spice. Like, it's been a BITCH every year. Barb's and Nicki have finally caught on to, like, every year it's a different bitch, and it's like, are they going to last? And that was the main question in my last video. This is a tweet from someone that I really respect in the industry. So it says, someone said, "Nothing about Doechii's rise to fame looks organic, so it's pretty easy to ignore all the weird stuff she's doing." He said, "We have to kill this narrative. Doechii's rise is what happens when undeniable talent gets time to develop and is backed by smart, sustained investment. If it feels inorganic, it's only because the industry rarely gives new artists this level of backing anymore." And I have to agree. It's the same thing that I've said about Doechii, right? Like, I do think that this is exactly what she should be receiving at this point in her career. It took a while, but she's finally here. And a lot of times when we do see it, sometimes it is giving industry plant, but I don't know if it's the same case here. At least I don't think so. So I said, right, I jumped in the conversation saying the same thing, because one thing about me, I'm a stand on business. So I said, so when the budget runs out, will she be able to sustain the momentum? That's what we're waiting to see. And why is this my point? Because as I said in my previous video, all I ever wanted in 2024 was for Nicki Minaj to stop talking about Megan Thee Stallion and all of these other people, because it's just like, girl, like, people are only paying attention to them because of what you have to say about them. Like, you see, I don't really bring these girls up unless Nicki got something to say about them, like right now, So here's the thing, right? We saw it with Cardi B. She is the main example, right? Cardi B debuted in 2017, one album, still struggling to put out her second album. The industry brought her in to take Nicki out, right? Last year, we saw Megan Thee Stallion go at Nicki. Her albums flopped, her tours did whatever, and now what? Megan is quiet, right? Last year, it felt like she got the ultimate push from Roc Nation, but now, why all of a sudden is it so quiet for Megan Thee Stallion, right? That's what I personally want to know. But here's the thing: what I told y'all last year is that, yo, leave these bitches alone, because guess what? The budget is going to run out. At some point, it's going to run out, So it's just like, leave these hoes alone for real. At some point, the budget is going to run out. It always happens. It never fails. Cardi B is struggling right now to put out her album. Megan Thee Stallion is quiet. She was on 100 last year, and all of a sudden she's on 5% this year. I mean, what's really going on? I said it. Just wait for their budgets to run out. And so I said the same thing to this industry business figure right here. So I said, so when the budget runs out, will she be able to sustain the momentum, right? Because why? Megan is quiet now. Cardi quiet now. Why? The labels is not investing like they was before. And so he responded to me saying she hasn't even released her formal debut album. It won't run out. Okay, so let's give her until her debut album. That's totally fine. All right, cool. As a lot of you say in the comments, you could be talking about another rap girl getting a Grammy or getting another big cosign, and Nicki Minaj will always be mentioned. And it's very much facts. And so that's how Nicki feels as well. And so regardless, she's always going to be in the conversation. And now people feel like it's rage baiting when, the girls get awards and stuff like that, especially when they're sons, and then they kind of stop, like, giving homage in terms of Doechii unfollowing Nicki and then, kind of shouting out other artists and stuff like that. I'm not saying that that's my personal, like, I have a problem with that. That's just facts. That's just what's been happening. You get it? All right, cool. So, in a way, it's still indirectly using Nicki because they know how the fans are going to get. One of the things I forgot to say in my first video on Lauren and Doechii is that, hate to say it, this is a conspiracy, right? But like the crowd, they didn't really know Doechii like that. And so I think one of the things with like TDE and Rock Nation, one thing that I always give them is that their PR strategies are very, very on point. Kendrick Lamar PR strategy on point, Doechii PR strategy on point, because guess what it always looks like? It always looks like the artist is making the right move to elevate themselves in their career. That's one thing that Kendrick and Doechii both have in common. What I think is different, and Nicki's accused like Jay-Z of this in 2024, accusing him of like, you never see like him and Beyonce on the internet, but she claimed that they do everything for the internet. And so I do think that that is a huge characteristic in PR movements these days, is that everything is for the internet because they know that that's where the most passionate fans are. So you can see, for example, the artist is, they're not really known by the crowd that they're performing for, but they know the uproar that this might cause on social media, right? They know the impact that is going to have on social media. But I'm wondering, like, when is this strategy going to get tired? Because, like I just said, they know that the biggest fans are on social media, and it seems like even outside of female rap stands, even outside of the barbs, all of the fan bases in hip hop have been calling out how they feel like Doechii's trajectory is contrived, right? It's not all that authentic. So it's not just one fan base, it's not just two fan bases, it's fans of male artists as well. And so I think everybody constantly tweets about like, mute Doechii's name. I'm tired of seeing her X, Y, and Z. And so I'm just trying to figure out like, what are they gonna cool down with these promotion tactics in terms of like bombarding everyone on social media, because people already get fatigued and they're tired of it, right? And they're also like, they're not moving. So whatever artist they support, they're not about to just abandon that artist because y'all are pushing this artist and making it seem like they're this big deal. Anyway, Doechii actually had some words for Lauryn Hill on Twitter. She reposted the video of them performing, and she said, "Thank you, Miss Lauryn Hill. Thank you. My heart is so full. She is my hero. This is the greatest honor hip hop could give me. Praise God. My entire body is vibrating with joy right now. I'll never forget this day ever." And once again, congratulations to Doechii. I'm so happy that like she is experiencing this, because it truly is everything she said. It's the greatest honor in hip hop. Like, not a lot of artists get to like experience stuff like this, and I do believe that it is a huge, huge, huge cosign. And regardless of the circumstances, she should be proud of herself as to how far and how much she worked to get here. I was checking up on Doechii's first ever manager, because child, a lot of y'all don't even know her, because a lot of times when artists get signed, their new label like sort of like changes, like their management and stuff like that. Doechii is now managed by someone who works for TDE, but she used to be managed by another Black girl who's really into film, which is why Doechii's creative and just visual presentation has always been on point. Oh, like there was always, you can tell intentionality there, because her peers who she worked with before getting signed were really passionate about their creative endeavors. Anyway, yeah, what do you guys think about this? I think that that is a huge reason why Nicki's probably stepping away from hip hop right now, because she feels like they're always trying to bait her. They're always trying to use her to get a response so that the other girl can respond and then get a boost off of their career, like Cardi did, like Megan did, like a lot of these other girls did. And so I really, truly hope that Nicki keeps doing what she's doing, staying out of the way. And honestly, I don't even think, a response is even really necessary, because staying totally unbothered from the conversation and or just not speaking on it in total is really going to keep you safe, right? Because it's like anything that you say will be getting talked about, right? Not just me. I'm sure that they're already dragging this and arguing on Twitter, and we all know what happens every time like this happens. So yeah, I really truly hope that Nicki learns her lesson, because man, why, I am so tired of going through the same thing every year. We're all tired of it. So once again, labels and managers, let your artists stand on their own, okay? But you let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.